Jewish audio on Chabad.org.
Aaron cast down his staff before Pharaoh, and his staff became a serpent. The magicians of Egypt, they took their staffs, threw them to the ground. They also became serpents. So Aaron says, I could do one better. Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he didn't listen to them, just as God predicted. Hashem says, go meet Pharaoh at the river. And that same rod that was transformed to a serpent, take in your hand. And he lifted up the rod, and he hit the water that was in the river Nile. Before the eyes of Pharaoh, all of the water which was in the river was miraculously transformed to blood. That is plague number one. And even in baths, which are in the houses, the water which was in vessels of wood and in vessels of stone, even the water in the sparklets and arrowhead bottles, they all became blood. And the fish in the river died, and the river became polluted, smelly. The Egyptians were unable to drink water from the river. Throughout the land of Egypt, there was blood everywhere. The Jewish people were not afflicted with the plague. So Goshen, its water remained water. So the Egyptian had to go buy water from the Jewish people, which is good for the Goshen economy. Hashem now says to Moshe, it's time for plague number 2. The frogs will ascend in their internal organs. They entered and they croaked. So there would be croaks coming out of people's bellies. So Pharaoh got fed up with plague number 2, the frogs. Would you please pray to God? He said to Moses to remove this awful plague. Moshe said, tell me when you want it to stop so that you should really know that I did it. He said, tomorrow.